Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4, and we just arrived in the Institute. We're looking around, getting to know everyone, and I got a lot to explore here. So right now I've got, yeah, I still have to meet the division leaders here. That's the main thing I'm doing in here, and just kind of looking around. So I got to visit these different divisions. We got Bioscience, we got the Eating Division, Health Division, Time Division. Let's go to Bioscience.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Hi. Also, I don't know what's going on, but it feels like my FOV is zoomed way in. I don't think it is, though. No, this is default. Okay. Weird. Bioscience. They've got crates. They've got upside down tables. More crates I can't loot.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Exactly.
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well,
Is it?
I suppose you're right.
Bioscience. So this is how they stay alive. They eat spinach.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
You made gorillas?
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still...
Oh, I see him there in the background, yeah.
Prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
No.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I've got questions.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Why did you make gorillas? Why not something a little more docile?
Dr. Holdren.
Anything I can help you with?
I'm not done with questions.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
All right. I'm excited about the new synth project. About shutting it down. Oh, we got microscopes. Microscope heaven back here. Can't take them though. These are fancy microscopes. Applicators. Got a subway token. Looks like, yeah, this room's all dusty and gross. Don't know what they do here. Bioscience Terminal. SZI Phase 2 Development. Synth Zoological Initiative Phase 2 Development Journal. Initial thoughts. What to create? We've engineered creatures that inhabit the sky and the land. The next logical step is a creature of the sea. Greatest challenge remains data collection. Accurate measurements, behavioral data, life cycle habitat, etc. Might Nahant have something useful? Note to self. Request that we allocate a scavenger team to that area. Okay, I'm sure they're going to want me to go out and collect data. So which aquatic creature makes a good candidate? Start with size. Nothing too large, nothing too small. Most promising candidates, genus Delphinus. Genus Carcharinus. On-site habitat will be a logistical challenge. Expansion of bioscience likely necessary, including large water tank, many logistical challenges to implement. Is that a dolphin? Okay. Facilities division likely to oppose this. Have to pitch this as a first step in a broader plan. What else can go in the aquatic habitat? Can we grow food in there? What other experiments could we do? Could we develop underwater synth models to carry out seabed salvage operations? Probably far-fetched. Need to work on this more. Why would that be far-fetched? We'll table this journal for the time being, focus on other priorities until I can come up with more reasons that will benefit from the aquatic habitat. Can still gather data in the meantime. I mean, you've already created synthetic people and done a pretty good job of that. I would say a synthetic being that can work underwater is not that far-fetched. Warwick Homestead Initiative. Mission statement. The Warwick Homestead Initiative was conceived to facilitate field testing of various genetically modified specimens in the unique climate of the Commonwealth. It is hoped that we gain insight into the effects of trace radiation on the growth and developments of said specimens. We of the Bioscience Division are in full agreement on the following hypotheses. Subjected to the proper levels of ambient radiation and soil pH, such as those found in the exceptionally fertile soil at Warwick Homestead, our modified seed specimens are likely to exhibit accelerated growth rate and a twofold increase in size. Project implementation. Stage 1. Using genetic manipulation, we will develop a unique breed of cucubirdicae with similar characteristics to those commonly farmed in the Commonwealth. Stage 2. Acquire Roger Warwick, Patriarch of the Warwick Homestead, and conduct a series of intensive interrogation sessions to learn all we can about his life and family. Stage 3. With the intelligence gathered in Stage 2, create a synth replica of Roger Warwick and embed the unit on site at Warwick Homestead to oversee the operation directly. SRB will handle the logistics of this aspect of the initiative. Oh, so they just killed him and replaced him with a synth. Okay. Stage 4, begin covert deliveries of prototype seed batches for planning. Stage 5, collect observational data from embedded unit. Stage 6, when sufficient data has been collected, retrieve synth unit and specimens for lab study. Purge all surface evidence of the initiative, i.e. kill everyone. Status reports. Yeah, delivery ready for shipment, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Warwick Homestead. That's over here. I haven't been there yet. Well, now I'm interested in checking that out. Is there anyone alive left there? That could be interesting. Behavioral Anomaly Report. Director Holdren. Here are the details you requested. RE, the guerrilla behavioral anomalies. A total of 16 incidents of heightened aggression have been documented. Bioscience personnel who witnessed these events, myself included, would categorize the level of aggression displayed as extreme and dangerous. In all, 6 synth handlers have been destroyed by guerrilla attacks. As for what triggers these behavioral changes, I speculate that it's a reaction to perceived conflict. Several attacks followed heated arguments that took place within earshot of the pen. Another occurred soon after the recent SRB security sweep. It seems clear there's a fault in the behavioral model. I doubt it can be corrected. I know you're against it, but I think we have to consider destroying them. Failing that, I recommend all contact with the guerrillas be limited to synth units only. Bioscience personnel should not be permitted to come into contact. The risk is simply too great. Carlin. I mean, they're probably super stressed. View access logs. Holdren, Volker, Holdren. Notes redacted. Well, as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to Warwick Homestead. Take that Corsair uniform. Oh my god, it's all leaves. Green leaves. High-powered microscope. Oh, I can take that one.
Got it.
Where does that lead? Back. Okay, this section has seen better days. Old synth model.
Sweet.
What? Ow. Oh god. I made a mistake.
Scanning.
There's an Assaultron down here?
Nice.
Model UFO. That's the UFO I saw earlier. Much earlier in the game. So this looks like just a warehouse. It's heavily guarded though.
Yes.
It's possible this will be the escape route. How we're gonna... Synth retention lab coat. I'll take it. Yeah, this might be how we're gonna get the synths out of here. Oh no, there's a house cat. It's dead. Why the cats? No. Dead house cats. They have a rat problem down here. Oh god. Blew myself up. Ow.
My arm.
Yeah. Ow. Oh, this gun is dangerous in close quarters.
That's it.
Super mutant. Was this the FEV lab? I think they shut it down. Toy blocks. Yeah, these look like they were holding cells. Holding cells for super mutants, but there's synths in here. The super mutants must have turned against the synths and tried to escape, and so they shut the place down. And they were feeding them cats. Cat meat.
Sweet.
Deactivate any remaining turrets. Alright. Aha. It is the FEV lab. Injector. Brian Virgil. Okay, this is the scientist who helped me get in here. Personal log 176.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
I wonder who they were experimenting on. Also wonder where they got their FEV. Several companies develop the FEV independently. I don't know where they got theirs or if they developed it independently as well. Institute. Probably not. They probably got some research from someone else and branched off of that. Okay. So Brian Virgil wasn't happy with the FEV project, turned himself into a super mutant. Got the heck out of here. I got the experimental serum, so we can bring that back to him. Subject status. Subject CM151. Male mid-30s, poor overall health. Post-submersion result, consistent with standard results. Status discarded. Subject 224. Female late 30s, moderate overall health. Post-submersion results, initially consistent with standard results. Rapid decline in physical condition. Deceased. Subject 153. Male early 30s, moderate overall health. Post-submersion results, physical condition consistent with standard results. Mental acuity charting slightly higher than average. Subject status tagged discarded. Subject 92. Male late 20s, above average overall health. Post-submersion results, rapid decline in mental capacity. Anomalous physical results. Subject terminated. 199. Rapid excessive physical growth. Aggression far above normal parameters. Terminated. 187. Poor overall health. Results inconclusive. Terminated. Subject unintentionally terminated during incident V. Data should be culled from future reports. 203. Subject unintentionally terminated during incident V. Data should be culled from future reports. They died while being dipped? What happened? Progress reports. 2277. 710. Notes, latest round of testing complete. Results are all within expected parameters. Informed Dr. Zimmer directly as he had ordered these tests personally. He seems annoyed with the results, unsure what he was looking for. He declined to specify why he wanted the tests run to begin with. 2286, almost 10 years after. Entered by Virgil B. I have officially assumed the lead role in the project after Dr. Siverson's passing. Latest round of subjects show results similar to previous tests run over the last 5 years. No statistical deviation noted. Synthetic organics continue to perform well. The necessity of future tests is unexplained. A year later. Notes, nothing new, always the same. Have entered formal complaint with Directorate. These tests are not bringing any valuable information. The organics project was spun off decades ago. Why do we insist on continuing this? That's a good question. Why are they making super mutants? They've made no progress. I don't know what their goals are, but it doesn't seem like they're making any progress on anything. Redacted. Entered by Director Override. Notes redacted. All inquiries about this project should now go straight to the Director. The lab will be offline till further notice. Weird. Alright, let's get out of here. Back to bioscience. Whoop, we got lasers. Oh, FEV lab entry terminal. We went in the back way, I guess. Deactivate laser grid. Oh, that's a master lock, so we can get in this way.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Cool. I can't imagine they'd be happy in here. There's not much for them to do. Maybe I can break him out. That'd be fun.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Uh-huh.
Smell like you've been above ground.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
You're saying I stink? Alright. I think we're done with bioscience. Hello. You're looking creepy.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. Did I turn off the interferometer?
Dunno.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Allie Fillmore.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this.
Like the
There's
blinking
a lot of
lights.
machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water.
Gotta have those yellow, orange, and red blinking lights.
The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
So most of this was built post-war.
Dr. Fillmore.
What's
I
on
got
your
more
mind?
questions.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I'm sure it's a lot.
Allie,
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with
Newton,
bioscience to
Watson,
ensure that
Higgs.
meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for
All
low
familiar names
labor.
in the area of science. Hello.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Oh, supplies.
What can I requisition?
I have access to
Weapons?
a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
I'll take a look, sure.
Experiment 18A. Minus 15% reload time. Plus 20%. 25% fire rate. That's a plasma gun? It's mine now. I'm buying it. Mark II chest piece. We can buy some high-end synth armor. Okay, I'm buying this gun. Thank you. Oh, I'm carrying too much and cannot run. There we go. Gonna have to head back soon. Dump off all this loot. Okay, so I just came from bioscience? Yeah. Let's head to robotics, see what's going on there.
To keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hi, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems, you know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution, that's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Okie dokie. Let's check out robotics.
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Hi.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
This looks dangerous.
You just don't want to admit to yourself what
Oh, this is like Westworld. This is how they build the synths, huh? These must be the Gen 3s. They have a bone structure, nerve system.
Why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do,
Muscles, organs.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science.
Ah, they're born with underwear.
You do well to remember.
That's good.
Hello, welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
Whoa. Well, this is interesting. So, that answers my question of what they're made of. Oh, I want to step out of the way of that. So, yeah, they're just made out of the same stuff we are. They're not cyborgs at all.
Good to see you.
With our third generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Another lovely
You've
day,
arrived
isn't
at
it?
a momentous time. Our third generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease.
So they don't have to eat?
Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Okay. So they're not exactly like us, but
Welcome to the Institute.
they have the same basic structure and components. They've just been engineered to be not have to sleep and not have certain I mean, how do they get their if they don't eat or drink? I guess they're synthetic muscle fibers and all that. It's not like organic like ours, but
Synths aren't just Father's legacy.
okay, well.
They're his gift to humanity.
Dr. Loken.
If you ask me, The synth software could use a little more debugging.
Trying to start up the heart. Yeah, there we go. It's moving, breathing.
Mankind redefined. Catchy, isn't it?
Where was that other person I could talk to? Was that you?
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Hey, Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
What's it to you?
Oh, forgive me. I realize... Well, I understand that's somewhat personal. It would just mean a great deal to Sean.
I'm thinking about it.
Anything, especially as it pertains to synths. Please let me know.
Yeah.
Doctor,
I have a question. Are you insane?
Today is full of possibilities. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
I haven't noticed.
Revisions are important.
hey there.
I tend to think of robotics as the
Let's talk to the synth.
Hey there.
All new synths must be processed without delay.
This is gross. All of this, it's just nasty.
Good day.
Can't wait to blow it all up. Can I go in here?
Welcome. Please
The
proceed
synths
directly
are
to
treating you
processing.
well, I hope.
Open it. Oh. What's going on in there? I want to go in. Robotics terminal. Department notices. Oh, that's access logs. Impending arrival. Oh, there we go. Our monitoring of events on the surface has confirmed that the time is almost at hand. Very soon, our guest will be here. I admit that I feel both hope and trepidation when I think of how our first meeting will go. Please make whatever preparations that you deem necessary. Consider all sensitive information to be classified for the time being. We cannot know for certain what our visitors' motivations will be, especially after coming into contact with the railroad. We will exercise caution, but we must also extend a warm welcome. In time, once a measure of trust has been earned, we can be more forthcoming. I need not remind you all how important this is to me personally, but I want you to also think of the opportunity for the entire Institute. We stand to gain a great deal if we make the most of that opportunity. Father. Power conservation update. I recently met with Dr. Lee to review the latest power distribution metrics, and there is both good news and bad news to share. I'll begin with the good. It's clear that we have all taken to heart Dr. Lee's request for a greater emphasis on power conservation. The metrics demonstrate that we have improved our efficiency across the board. I'm particularly proud to note that the robotics division has shown the most improvement in this regard, surpassing even advanced systems. Well done. Unfortunately, the efforts we have made to date are simply not enough. We must continue to find ways to conserve without adversely impacting our research and production. I know that what I'm asking is difficult, but I'm also completely confident that we will rise to the challenge. I have some ideas that will be discussed in the next director's meeting. Until then, I ask that you please keep the need for conservation foremost in your thoughts. So they are having power issues. Concerns RE child synth prototype. Well, let's see what he has to say about this. I'm concerned at the pace of our progress in correcting the problems with the child synth prototype. I cannot impress upon this division enough the need to resolve these issues quickly and completely. Time and again, we've corrected flaws only to see them return. I find myself questioning whether we're thoroughly testing these fixes before moving on to the next item. You know that I have great faith in all of you, but time is quickly running out. I must ask that you take whatever measures are necessary to meet the project targets within the time frame. Please make this your foremost priority, Father. Missing synth investigation. It has been brought to my attention that some of you are displeased with the methods and practices employed by the SRB division in its ongoing investigation into the missing Gen 3 synths. I'd like to take a moment to address this matter. Firstly, know that I'm aware of your concerns and that I intend to have a conversation with Director Io in order to ensure that he is also aware. Any disruption to your work must be taken seriously, especially at this critical time. However, I must also ask for a measure of patience and cooperation from all of you. It is simply impossible to gather the information necessary to carry out this investigation without an element of distraction and inconvenience. Remember that your cooperation is vital to bringing this investigation to a swift and successful conclusion. I'm sure that's something we all want, Father. Synth versus Android. As production of our Gen 3 synths continues to apace, I would like to take this opportunity to formalize our categorization. The term android has been used interchangeably with synth for as long as the Institute has existed, and though some of our older residents may actually prefer android, Dr. Zimmer being a prime example, the term synth has always been more widely used. Today, our third generation creations are truly synthetic beings, so the designation synth seems more appropriate than ever. From here on in, I strongly prefer all official Institute records and correspondences use the term synth or synths. Let us remember our past and appreciate the legacy of the android, but let us live for the future and recognize the power of the synth. Access logs. I can't select it. There we go. Let's see. Ben AA, reviewed work assignments, removed flight risk candidates. Yeah, this is... remote login IO redacted. Yeah, nothing too interesting there. Benet.
Hey, Doc.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
The synths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
Nasty. Don't want any part of it.
All systems nominal.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Sounds like you're having troubles, Newton.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Okay, bye. Talk to me.
Dr. Oberlin.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Hello.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
You remind me of my friend Nick Valentine. Am I allowed in here? Synth retention.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
What now?
Pardon me, sir.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Maybe I should take some courses
No.
with you know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Can't talk to him through the glass.
This lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Cold fusion. They figured it out, huh? Synth relay grenade. I'll take it. A recorder? Hey, it's a camcorder. Alright, what's going on here? SRB terminal. Reclamation target tracking. Status unit at large. Investigation underway. Okay, so this is synth reclamation. They're hunting down escaped synths. No recent sightings. Unit believed to be in railroad custody. Mem-wipe likely performed by now. Let's see. Last sighting, Boston Airport. Investigation suspended. Area deemed too hazardous, likely because of the Brotherhood. Libertalia Raider Stronghold. There's a synth there. B592 has been mem-wiped by railroad agents. New identity is Gabriel. Unit now leads raider gangs based at Libertalia. Shows highly aggressive tendencies. Has killed several dozen rivals and civilians. Suspect brain damage resulting from mem-wipe process. L337. Last sighting, Corvega. Unit has been mem-wiped. New identity is Leo. Unit has been trained by railroad and is proficient with several weapons. Unit has evaded capture twice and wounded coursers on both occasions. I don't know if I've come across Leo, but it looks like some of these synths are turning out to be raiders. List of informants. Ooh, this should be interesting. The following individuals have proven useful in our reclamation operations. In exchange for caps, these persons have in the past provided information on escaped synth sightings and suspected railroad activity. If you make a new contact, add the individual to the database. Director IO, informant list. Cricket. I don't know Cricket. Occupation caravaner. Location mobile. Tommy Lone Gun. Owner proprietor combat zone. Oh, Tommy is an informant? Huh. I wonder if I can... Last time I went to the combat zone, he wasn't there. I wonder if I can talk to him about this. Trash Can Carla. Caravaner mobile. Trash Can Carla hangs out at my my base. Doc Weathers is an informant. Doc Weathers is, he hangs out at oh, I forgot the name of the place. I've seen him many times. AJ, chem dealer and good neighbor. I don't remember AJ. Morawski, chem supplier and good neighbor. I know Morawski. Haven't I killed him? If I haven't, I should. Lucas Miller. Caravaner Henry Cook. Barkeep Diamond City. I have to have a chat with some of these people. View access logs. Okay. What's going on here, Elena?
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Why did you make him very people-like then? What was the point? I mean, I think I know the point. They're infiltration units.
Report it immediately.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future.
I'm sure you will.
In relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already.
Blew him up.
I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Have you seen my minigun?
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
They are weak to exploding 5mm bullets. Let's see.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what is it?
Don't turn your back on me.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Justin.
Yes, what do you need?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Sounds fun.
We lost another Gen 3. Dr. Ayo was furious.
The Courser I blew up? Yeah, you're about to lose a lot more.
Good day.
Hello. Hello, Courser.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Hey there.
Carry on, sir.
So much research, so little time.
Oh, you have no idea how little time you have. Get out of my way. I don't like you people. I don't like any of you.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
She's a test subject? You're using her as a guinea pig?
There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
So he's a synth,
Once you've settled
doctor,
in,
okay.
I want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some
Everyone's a doctor. Do you have children? Like, human children?
You come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
I saw one child running around. I want to have a chat with her, see if she's human. Hi, you
Got
can...
a minute to patch me up, Dr. Volkert?
You can check me out.
Let's see what's wrong with you. This isn't too bad.
We're doing the physical right here?
Still, please.
Oh, okay. Where's that going?
There. Good thing you didn't turn to one of those Commonwealth butchers for medical care. Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
Thank you.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Advanced systems. Hello.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. child synth. It's just remarkable.
Gross. Here we go. Advanced systems.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Corsair training?
At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi. Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Hey.
Yes? Huh? Well, that was productive.
Rosalind Orman.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, you're not a synth.
I'm distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Are you a doc in training? What's going on?
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine.
I see.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Rosalind.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Yeah, someday we may be able to
My girls, I hope they're
medicate sleep away. Take a pill instead of sleep. It does seem like a waste of time.
Dr. Orman.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
That's what I can do. I'll take your ammo. Oh God. Oh God.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that
I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, Jesus.
clunker in the basement.
Okay, let's... Okay, that's better. Bethesda games always handle FOV very poorly. Okay, this looks better overall. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I had to go to my Pip-Boy here and then change the FOV, and now it seems to be okay. Alright, what's going on in advanced systems? Access log, blah blah blah. Regulation updates. Review permissions for assigning sidearms to personnel. SRB recommendations to increase security have overridden any normal procedures for allowing Institute scientists to carry firearms. Training for said firearms also needs to be updated. Reconsider interdepartmental network access. Certain divisions appear to be abusing this. Security systems needs to be reviewed by Facilities Division ASAP. Given recent events, it is extremely important that the Institute be prepared for any conceivable situation, no matter how unlikely. Dr. Io has requested this for some time, and I'm now inclined to agree with him. Personnel notes. Advanced Systems Terminal 3B. I have, in the last 24 hours, observed no less than 7 blatant violations of Institute protocol, the degree of to which people appear to ignore the rules which have been put in place to keep us all safe is incredibly disappointing. Madison insists that I continue the testing battery with the child synth. Despite my reservations about the project as a whole, if this were any other situation, I would not have second thoughts about going straight to the director, but given the circumstances, I shall simply wait it out. Okay, there is Dr. Lee.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then.
Hi.
Yes, I know who you are. We all do.
So angry.
While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here. I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
It will.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already.
Oh.
We've been hard at work on him.
You called him a boy.
A while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours.
What are you gonna do?
I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders.
So you can track me down?
With the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
Oh.
At will.
Cool.
A courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case
Nice.
significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless
Misplaced trust.
I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
No, you will socialize with me.
Lee, tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
She loves lasers.
Dr. Lee, I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry. I report to the director.
Oh, okay. Now, Dr. Lee, I believe, I think it's Lee, it might be someone else, was in Fallout 3. I don't remember her at all from Fallout 3, but I know she was in it. Advanced System Notes.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his
Of course not.
there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
She seems a little, I have some concerns about this child synth project. Personal notes. Okay, this is Lee's terminal. The official explanation for the accident in the FEV lab remains unsatisfactory. Facilities has nothing. They simply refer me to the director, and he's keeping something from me. I've been around long enough to see it. I wonder if he ever considers the ramifications of what he's asked me to do. If he worries that having me build a synth that's supposed to approximate him as a child might give me some unintended insights into his character? Probably not, and to be honest, it probably won't. Phase 3. Latest developments, housing upgraded per specification of Lee. Exhaust couplings replaced, magnetic confinement field calculations refined, synth prototype. Latest development, new skin added per director specs, motor control issues addressed, latest personality matrix installed, laser weapons ongoing. Miscellaneous projects, Orman R working on localized relay focus. Okay. View access logs. Oop. It's all... Oh, login director. Redacted. Director logged in here. Hopefully she won't find out I've been in here. Yeah, it's good to check the different terminals. They can have different info. Let's try this one. Personal notes. Dr. Lee has been spending more and more time in her lab with the kid synth thing. It's creepy, and I can't help but wonder if she's getting a little too attached. Evan has rejected my last 12 proposals. I don't know how to get through that man at all. Research proposals. human cybernetics. Proposal built on existing Institute research into implant cybernetics to augment human capabilities and lifespan. Previous program met with limited success on a single subject. That's Kellogg. Using a broader array of subjects and new technique could prove highly effective. Approval rejected. Notes none given. Cold fusion. Proposal divert time materials from current phase 3 research to exploring the possibility of sustaining nuclear reactions through electrochemical processes at or near room temperatures. Pre-war work on the subject yielded no concrete results. Advances in technology could potentially make it possible. Oh, okay, so they haven't figured it out. Rejected by Lee. Notes evidence suggests that this is, and always will be, a pipe dream. Miniaturization. Proposal, modification to relay assembly, allowing for extra parameters when rematerializing, specifically to explore recalibrating object size and density. Imagine if it were possible to use the relay to shrink someone down to the size of an insect or even smaller. Seems ridiculous. Approval rejected by Watson. Notes, let's keep things out of the realm of science fiction, please. Yeah, don't be silly. This isn't Duke Nukem. Plasma weaponry. Proposal, pre-war plasma weapons exist, albeit in a somewhat primitive state. Samples have been collected with work from dedicated research team. Said weapons could be improved upon dramatically. Approval pending by Lee. Note something to consider after phase 3 is complete.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
Whatever you say. Well, we've met everyone. Now we got to head back to Father. So that's going to be the next thing we'll do. I think we'll do that next time. We're over an hour here already, so... Yeah, we met everyone, walked around, explored the place. We got a bit more to explore, I think. Although I think most of the upper levels here are like residences. So there's probably not too much.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Oh dear.
Pardon me, sir.
They're very strict here.
I know you'll achieve great things here.
No, I will. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. Yeah, now we just got to talk to Father. Now that we've met everyone. What a crazy place. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.